Happy Monday, y'all. I missed y'all this weekend. We had a lot going on. 1, 2, 3 trees are down. And, whew, I don't know, like 15 more to go. We'll be taking trees down the next 15 years. But I hope y'all had a good weekend. I do have an update on the air condition. From our last video, which was Thursday, we did the 4-day run of the tomato marathon. And we thought it was fixed. No, it went out Thursday night, Friday night, and got up Saturday morning, no AC. Called the guy out, and we had to make the executive decision to have a pump put in. Since the pump was put in, because what it was is the grade of the drain, them other folks didn't do the grade right. So we just went ahead and had a pump put in. All is well. Unit is working fine. It's a blessing. But the crazy thing is it kept going off at 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like it had a timer, a mind of its own. But that was just coincidence because that's about how long it took for it to fill up. And then, of course, there's a safety switch which would then turn the thermostat off. So all of that is fixed. We now have AC, continuous, no window units. Life is good. Let's see what else. So we had the AC, we had the electrical company finish up. It only took them 3 weeks, but that's okay. Got all that done. Trying to think. I got the yard sprayed. Whew, that was a hot day. We got it mowed. Yeah, a lot. I'm trying to replay. There was a lot happening this weekend, but it's all done. It's all behind us. Today is Monday. Monday's been a good day, but it's been my Monday. Y'all know, y'all followed me long enough. Mondays is a busy day for Lippy. Catching up from the weekend. House chores. But today, we're not doing one recipe. We're doing 2 recipes. The first one, let's see. The only thing that come from this property would be 2 boiled eggs, some of my pickled jalapeños, and my swamp mix, which is my Cajun seasoning. But the second recipe, y'all, wait till you see what we harvested and what I'm gonna do with them. So, we're gonna turn the camera around, show you these ingredients. I gotta get it going. Oh, I guess I need to tell y'all, we're making shrimp salad. My way of making shrimp salad. Then we'll move to the decadent recipe, but this has got to get chilling because what I'm showing y'all tonight is, or this afternoon, is actually our supper tonight, my lunch tomorrow, and probably Wednesday. It's too hot to be running a stove. So, we doing some salads. Well, the second one ain't a salad, but it's still not gonna burn up the house. Oh, minus the coffee, y'all. You're gonna need a food processor or a blender. I like a food processor. You're gonna need a pound of cooked shrimp. I boiled these. Celery, purple onion, or you can use a white sweet onion, 4 ounces of cream cheese, about a half a cup of mayo. I may have to add more. This is 3 tablespoons of pickled jalapeno, 2 boiled eggs, salt, pepper, and my swamp mix. And that's all you're gonna need for your shrimp salad. We're going to start with the pound of pre-cooked shrimp. Now, I'm not going to over mix mine because I do like a few chunks. But like I said, I pulled out the mayo. You can use any mayo you want. I'm using Blue Plate. But I like mine a little bit chunky. And I'm probably not going to use all of those purple onions, but we will guesstimate together. There we go. My 1 pound of shrimp. Let me get my rag. I think I'm gonna add my celery, and I'll tell you what, I'm fixing to measure. Now you can omit the celery. There's a tablespoon. There's a tablespoon. So I'd say 2 heaping tablespoons. And let's check our onions. Tablespoon. Don't y'all like the way I measure? I'm gonna do 3. Whoops. Yeah. And I'll just reserve that. Now for the pickled jalapenos, that is 2 tablespoons. I can look at and tell. And let's see, let's add our 2 boiled eggs. Now you can do 1 boiled egg. This is my 4 ounces of cream cheese I've allowed to soften. And instead of just dumping that whole block in, I'm gonna try to break it up and just put it around. And our 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. But like I said, I may have to add a little bit more. Now this is gonna be seasoned to taste, but I'm gonna try and estimate 2 teaspoons. About a 1/2 teaspoon. I just got a little clunk in there. Let's call it 3/4 of a teaspoon. And just a scant of coarsely ground black pepper. Just a scant. And it's just that simple. But you want to pulse this because I don't want to cream together. I want it to come together, and I still want little bites of that shrimp. So I'm just going to pulse like that. Y'all, I didn't need to add any mayo. It was just perfect. Now I'm going to get the blade out. I'm going to drop the camera. I just want to get everything off of this blade. But I need to keep my eyes down because this blade is sharp. Can y'all see this? Oh. Now you can eat this on bread, crackers. We like ours on crackers. Have a sliced tomato tonight. And it just gets better the longer it sits, y'all. I'm gonna dress it up with a little bit more swamp mix. Not much. I mean, you could add some smoked paprika or not too much, just enough to say, what is that? It's quality control time. I'm gonna get over here in the corner, mash it down. Nobody will know. Y'all, this speaks to my heart. Got still a little crunch. I had a little texture of a shrimp. I'd have liked more, so I might have pulsed 2 times too many. But I still get that texture. The flavor is spot on. This is heaven in a bowl for Lippy. Now, I'm gonna clean up. We're moving to the star of the show. This one I'm making, it's got Mr. Buddy's name all over it. Kind of mine too, but y'all, this is my happy place. I love it. Are y'all ready? Now, these are washed, ready to go, but here's just a couple of them. Let me just pull out a couple. Guys, these are jalapenos from the garden. And I saved every one of these to stuff. So I'm just gonna do a few for the sake of the video. And I'm gonna be filling and filling because I'm actually going to vacuum seal these and put them in the freezer. But I'm gonna reserve enough out for supper tonight. But look at this. So I'm gonna drop the camera. I'm just gonna show you real quick what I'm gonna do with them to prep them. And then we're gonna run through the ingredients. Stuffed jalapenos. We have waited all summer for this. This is Buddy's favorite Now I'm just gonna cut some of the stem off, not much. I'll just do 2 for the video because I gotta get them all done. And then, like I said, we'll run through the ingredients. This is probably gonna be better to cut it this way. Now I'm gonna cut it right down the middle. Like I said, leaving the stem on because that's like our boat. And I'm gonna take the center out. Now you can wear gloves. These are not really hot. Some, it's kind of like a mixture. Some are a little warm, some are mild, but none of them are hot. Go right down the middle. Perfect. A block of cream cheese, that's 8 ounces. Now, with as many as I have, I'm probably gonna have to double this, but we're just gonna do a single batch. 8 ounces of cream cheese. A half a cup of breakfast sausage that I crumbled and browned, and this is hot breakfast sausage, a half a cup. And if I had to guess, about 1/4 of a cup of green onions from the garden. And in our mixing bowl, I grated an 8-ounce block of pepper jack cheese. That's an 8-ounce block. You're gonna need some grated parm. Seasoning is gonna be swamp mix and a little bit of salt because the cheese, the pepper jack cheese, does have a little bit of salt in it. But I wanna add a little bit more salt. And like I said, I'll leave all the ingredients in the description. Okay, to our mixing bowl. Now this cream cheese has been sitting out for hours. You can put this in a food processor, but I would leave out the sausage till the end. If not, it's gonna mush it. And this is basically dump and go. And I'm gonna do this by hand. In goes our green onions. Little bit of salt. Maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. And any seasoning you like, but we're gonna use my Creole seasoning, Cajun seasoning swamp mix. And that's a good 1/2 a teaspoon. Now it's all about mixing. I'm gonna start off with this because it's really getting that cream cheese spread. Can you see how that cream cheese, it's so soft? See that? And that's what I want. So I like to come in and just kind of mash it before I start really blending it in. And you know what? My hands are clean. Lippy ain't got time for this, y'all. I'm running late. So y'all know what I'm fixing to do, right? Yep. Y'all know our greatest tools are our hands. Oh yeah, now it's mixing. I just don't like putting it in a blender or a food processor. I just think it mushes it. And y'all know I'm all about texture. I'm kind of strange like that. Can y'all see down in this bowl? There's probably 20 large jalapenos. This is the smallest one we have. So I've got a lot of work. Ooh, look at that one. A lot of work ahead of me this evening, but enjoyable work. And like I said, I'm gonna stuff these, only I'm gonna, look at them. Only I'm gonna stuff them, and I'm gonna show you, and then I'm putting those in vacuum bags, and then we'll put them in the freezer so we can have them either for oven or we can have them for grilling. Probably grilling, but today I'm gonna actually put one in the oven because I have a platter here. And when Buddy gets home, we're gonna cook these on the grill. He loves to cook them on the grill. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 jalapenos, which is plenty to go with our shrimp salad because these things are gorgeous. So, all right, I'm gonna do one, quality control, then I'll get the other one stuffed. That way you can see how we do it. Okay, I've got my workstation using my clean hands because it's what I found works best. Now, you can stuff these as much as you want. If you don't want the breakfast sausage, we've put boudin in here with the pepper jack cheese, not cream cheese, just pepper jack cheese. So, I mean, there's 100 ways you can do it, but we do enjoy it like this. Okay, I've got it packed in really good, and you see how it all holds together, and that's what you want. Yeah, we have quite a bit left. I mean, quite a bit. So I'm looking at probably another 6, you saw, large jalapenos, or 7 out of that one batch. If you're doing regular jalapenos, you could probably stuff 30 to 35. No joke, just with this batch. Now it's time to put the Parmesan cheese on. But I already put mine in the oven on just a piece of aluminum foil, so we can taste test, and my oven's on 400. You can drop it down to 375, but I'm trying to speed it up. I need a snack. Okay, here goes. Now, I like to just put a little bit on each one, and then I want to mash this down. But like I said, you can use the fine, but I like to use this grated, and I'll just come in and I will take my hands and mash this Parmesan cheese down in there, so it kind of sticks. Now, you'll lose a couple of pieces, but the majority of it will stick. Let's get them all coated. And this brings in that little saltiness. Oh, if you leave the Parmesan cheese out, you're going to miss out on that flavor. It's really delicious. Okay, now I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm going to try and mash it down. Now, over the years, I've tried picking one up and do it. It's just easier to set it all down in here in this baking dish. Now, you could bake them off in this in the oven, like I said. These are going to go on the grill. But by mashing it down, it's like glue. Because of that cream cheese stuffing, it acts as a glue. Perfect. Now, we don't do breadcrumbs or anything like that. I like that salty, briny taste that the Parmesan cheese gives it. So I'm just going to cover these up and set them out, because they're going to be going on the grill pretty soon. I made sure I cooled it off. I didn't want that. It was bubbling, y'all. Here goes. Y'all know who's going to be happy? Well, I do approve it. But Mr. Buddy. What? I'm using a fork. I have to be careful with that tooth. But if you don't like pepper jack cheese, by all means use a cheddar, a smoked cheddar, sharp cheddar. Cheese is going to be an option. But because we remove those seeds and these peppers are not really hot, that pepper jack cheese just brings in that warmth. Perfect amount of salt. Like I said, I do add a little bit more. I don't know, it enhances that Parmesan cheese, guys. Phenomenal. Yum. So, as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And I will see y'all on the next one. We may even walk out and see the garden, or what once was a garden. Love y'all. Bye.